We got a new cleaner in from a company here. We're going to try it. What do you think?
We'll see.
We got this stuff from Koenig polish, and
First time using it on paint. Let's just see how it looks.
Supposed to be like a multi-surface stuff.
Yeah.
ooh, it's kind of coming out nice. A little streaky there, but
That's the evaporation going.
there we go. It's not quite done.
So,
Glass acrylic, painted surfaces, clear coat, smooth rubber, chrome and stainless, porcelain, smooth plastics, polished stone.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys think?
That don't look too bad.
that doesn't look too, for a quick detailer, a quick little polisher, yeah, not too bad.
It could be used on glass because usually we have to clean glass with something and then clean the paint with something and then
Right.
clean the rubber with
So it's
something.
kind of nice to have one product.
Yeah.
That's cool. So this one was given to us.
By the company, so.
Would we buy it ever?
All-in-one beautification.
I don't know.
Pretty.
We're going to try it out and see.
I think that we would probably buy this again to use it. If we,
Yeah.
We'll go through this can, and if we like
See
it,
what
we'll order some.
happens. Yeah.
Cool.
So, cool beans.
Thanks, guys. That was cool. Darren, what else is going on in the shop?
I'm going to go back to sanding.
Okay.
Let's go this way first because
All right.
we're in the middle. It's hard to start in the middle.
Yeah.
So Miss Riley's car, poor Miss Riley, I know she's like, so we had, after we had the car all done, you know, we were a little nitpicking things. We noticed the rear end was just a little bit lower than the front end, and we didn't like that. So we actually took the whole thing apart, reclocked the springs,
Okay.
and got it. So it's settling right now. We just put it back on the ground. So, but it's going to be about an inch taller back than it was, so that it'll have a little stance instead of squatting.
There you go. We don't want Carolina stuff.
And it's hard to get that exact when you're putting the car back together from brand new. So we got what we thought it was, and it wasn't. So we had to take it all apart, which is not fun. But anyway, so we got that going on. We're still waiting on the trunk latch.
Oh,
Yeah, and I guess it's, like I said, a worldwide thing. So actually, the other Ghia that we got here, Mr. Black's, is
Yeah.
going home next week, and he's just going to get it one himself whenever it comes in to do it himself, because he said he can do that easy. So he's going to take it. But yeah, that's holding up two Ghias. So and here's the other Ghia we got going on. They're two of them in here, two sandy, squishy people. So they're getting that going on, and then
Yeah, this should actually go to sealer end of the week, first part of next week.
so and then it'll be ready for paint after that. So I think we're going to be sending out paint samples soon to him.
Yeah, if I ever get my decks show up.
Did you already order them?
No.
Oh, well then you can't show up if you don't order them. Just a disclaimer: something won't show up if you don't order it.
Yeah,
good.
Amazon Prime though, so I'm not
good
too worried about
buying
it.
tips there.
But it is the holidays.
It is a holiday.
So,
Better hurry up.
anyways, Mr. Range called. His car's in the back there, and we just got to do a couple little things, send his tint out. You know, a lot of things are like because of holidays. So, but we got a few things back there on his to do, and then we already re-raised his rear end. Same thing. He came to the show and he wanted it just a little bit raised up, so we raised it up a little bit, an inch, I think, in the rear end, and then we got his idle adjusted right, and now we just have to do the windows have to be retinted. And I think that's it.
That brake.
Nice.
Oh, paint touch-ups.
Yeah.
And brakes.
And the brakes. So we've got a couple things. We're real close on it. So
Getting there.
he knows what's going on. Miss Boggan's we've got it's about 97% now. So we've got a issue with the horn we're still dealing with, but we've got it kind of figured out. It figured it out, and then we put a new steering wheel on. Then it didn't like the new steering wheel, so. It's one of those things, 60-year-old car, and you put a new something on it doesn't like it, and wants its old one back.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, it's real close. So the only thing we're really waiting on it besides that is seats. Like I said, she had Buick Riviera seats in there, and we've got to find some seats. So we're doing that. It's like these two have the opposite problems, and this is the Cripes car,
Right.
and it's about 60% done. Corey's finishing the wiring up, got putting turn signals on, headlights in, stuff like that. Running all the wires. We'll get the gas tank dropped in there soon. The brake lines have already been run. Half the carpet's put in. We'll put the other half of the carpet in after we're done going in and out of the car. They got most of the dash put together, and he's putting the switches in. And then the turn signal switch, all the stuff that you got to wire in there. And then when that's all done and they're finished going in and out of the car, we'll put the carpet down to her seats. Her seats are already covered in here, and the door cards, so I'm waiting on them.
Yeah.
Her door cards are here waiting on seats. We have her seats waiting on door cards. So
But together it would be full.
yeah, I can make one car with both of them. But then the motor is actually on the test stand and all done, and we got to get it put in. But we're waiting for all that wire and stuff to get done. I got some got to put that in the heat shield, and then we'll throw the motor back in there. They repainted the deck lid and the hood for it because there's a couple little parts we didn't like. They repainted those yesterday, and he's got to polish them, and then I can put those on there.
Awesome.
Anyway, so that one's coming together. Fergie II's seats, we already saw them. Seats came in. The door cards came in yesterday, which matched the seats, the tweed, and then the carpet's supposedly right behind it. So, and that's all we got left on his car. So he already came last week and saw it and was all like the colors and everything. So I can't put the seats in till the carpet's here. The carpet's holding everything up. So I put the carpet in, and then the door cards, and then the seats, and then send that one home. And then out front, like I said, in the rain is Mr. Black's Ghia, and it's going home next week. So
Nice.
we got a couple adjustments on windows. A little problem with windows. Mine Ghia's problems all the time with windows. So, and then I think Mr. Gazzo's. I called Sherco yesterday, and the transmission's getting ready to ship finally out of air. We also got a jig that we got loaned to us because apparently they're not anywhere. So when we're switching over to IRS from swing axle, you have to mount some plates for the arms of control off there, and you need a jig to do that. And so I tried to buy one, but they're not anywhere. So Ed at Ed's Foreign Auto Parts let me use his personal one.
Oh my God.
So it's supposed to be here today, and we're going to weld those on. So when we get those welded on, we can start putting some of that stuff back on there. A few of things until the tranny gets here. When the tranny gets here, we can just blah, 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 and put it all back together, and hopefully everything's good. So we're going to see some work going on that starting today, hopefully, if those parts get here. Razor's got a couple things going. I got some parts finally, more parts that finally are on the way here for it. You know, one thing holding up the other. So in here, there's a carpet kit that goes in here, but we repainted just the edges that show. And so that when the carpet's in there, that's good to go. So we got that done, but we can't do anything until we get the carpet. Can't run the new wiring in there because we need the carpet kit to put there. We can't run the new wiring until we put the gas tank in. Gas tank's done. We can't put the gas tank in until the new everything. You see what I'm saying? The one thing holds up another.
For sure.
Everything holds everything up. So it's so frustrating because you got all these parts sitting there, and you just got to sit there and wait for one thing.
To put 'em in.
But anyways, we're working on it, and I have a call in to Mr. Henry because we were up in the air on this car. If you remember, it was a teak car. It came this color. This is the original color. It's called Lotus White. But the option was to have a black top. So in all the talk we talked about that the consortium says that it would be better to have the top black appearance wise. So I got a call in to the owner to ask him if he wants it black still, because that was his deal. He wanted to know if it would affect value. Anyways, so we may very well be painting that black, but we also have to see if we have time before the holidays, because we have a week and a half.
Yeah, we're going to be partially shut down for the holidays. Get some time off for the guys.
So you don't want to start that if you can't finish. Of course, it's just a top, so he should be able to do it. But we got to see once I get the answer, because he has to scuff that and then just paint it. There's no
pretty much.
We're not doing any body work, so it should be fast. So, anyways, that might be happening, but that's another thing holding me up because I can't do certain things here until I got this done.
Yeah, it would make sense.
And so if I wasn't painting it, I could put the headliner in and pop the windows in right now, but I can't do that because I don't know if we're painting it. So there we go on that car. And then is there anything else? No?
What's going on in the upholstery room?
That's Mr. Ferguson's seat, rear seat. So, and then part of the rear seat, is everybody knows, has got carpet on it. So obviously the carpet's not here, so we can't carpet the back of the rear seat till the new carpet comes here.
Yeah. Ooh, that's aged.
That's what happens when the sun fades. That would have been the color of the carpet, and that's what it looked like. That's the part that touched sun in the back.
I think they call that ombre.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then let's see. Poor Mabel's in the trailer. Everybody might need her new fuel line. He's gonna do it. He's gonna.
Christmas present?
I might even do a video on it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of words said. There's gonna be a lot of bleeps in that video. But anyways,
We'll have to just run music and
poor Mabel.
It'll be fine.
Mr. Park's car is here and it's done. I have to get to it, but as you know, we're in a swamp.
Right.
It's been raining for how many? 5 days in a row now?
Yeah, or
I
mud.
can't even get to it because it's literally like in a lake. The trailer is that the car's in. So I got to wait for it to get dry so I can go out there and pull his car. But that car should be going home here hopefully before the holidays.
Fantastic.
So, anyways, so I think that's pretty much all we got going on. Holidays are coming.
Yeah.
We're almost here. And by the holidays, I mean Christmas, Hanukkah, all that, whatever.
Everything.
Kwanzaa. And,
Cripes.
Passover. I don't know.
Feliz Navidad. All those.
Krakatoa.
We could keep going. All of them. Whatever your holiday is, it's coming.
Feliz Navi Hod Noel.
Yeah, all those. So
I think that's
is that it? That's all we got?
That's it.
Okay.
Better do the thing then.
All right.
Bye, nice people.